Hi everyone, I'm Steve Braun from the BGB studio. There's a pattern that's playing out. It's playing out fairly consistently in your auditions. So you get the email and you do your work, and you're training consistently, so you have some facility with preparation, with emotional expression. And you arrive at the audition, you park, you walk up, and you open the door to the waiting room. And at that point, a hurricane blows. It's at that point that you look to your left and you see that person who you deem to be better looking than you, who will probably get the job. On your right, there's that person from that TV show, and she'll probably get the job. And so you're spinning. You're spinning in anxiety, in the anxiety even of the energy of that room of 5 to 10 people sitting there waiting for this thing. The cacophony of sounds coming from the bullpen of the casting office, deals being made, offers made to fancy people for the role that you're auditioning for, whatever else. And so you spin. In your head, you're spinning. You're in the fear of the future. What will happen in that room? Will they reject me? Will I not be able to pay my rent? If I screw up in this room, will the agent drop me? Blah, 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 blah. You're in the fear of the future, all that anxiety. Moreover, you're referencing the past, that other audition that you screwed up. Oh, maybe you're not right for this. Maybe you should have gone to law school. Maybe you're in the future or you're in the past. The fear of the future, the regret of the past. And what that prevents you from doing is being right here in the present. And a big part of your mandate as an actor is to deal with what's coming at you, the circumstances of the world of this play, being triggered on an emotional level, and then expressing what's unique about you and your emotional life in each moment as it's happening. It's a real life experience. That's what moves people on an emotional level. But if you're in the fear of the future, regret of the past, you can't do that. So you open up the door, and to manage all this anxiety, you start engaging in these patterns, and these patterns play out consistently. You open the door, you clock the room, you find the sign-in sheet, scribble down your name, the time, the role, and you find a seat and you sit. Consistently, that's what's happening. And as you sit, you file through your choices and go through the words, and you're speaking to yourself and perpetuating oftentimes this spinning, because what's required in order for you to be present in this environment that's propelling you forward, your mind jumping forward to all these consequences, and then jumping back to the consequences that happened in the past to try to figure this out somehow. You need a disruptive force to prevent that from happening, to create presence. Mindfulness is what we're talking about. So the question is, where in the waiting room is an opportunity for mindfulness? Well, I alluded to one, and there are plenty, but let's talk about one, the sign-in sheet. Sure, the sign-in sheet is merely a tool for the casting folks to manage that session, so they know who's there, when they're there, who they're reading for. But what if you saw it as something a little bit more important? What if those 3 questions, what is your name, what time is it, what role are you reading for, were opportunities for you to stop and breathe and come back to what is happening right here in this moment and ask what really are profound questions. The first being, who am I? Now, again, you could take the pen, script, my name is Stephen Braun, that's what we're done. Or you could take a second and ask yourself that question, who am I? It's deeper than the question that they're asking. It's a question of identity. And what it does is, in as much as noticing in the Meisner tradition that this shirt is blue, it brings you right back to what's happening right now in a profound way. So you find the session, the sign-in sheet, you take a second, you breathe, and you ask yourself, what is my name? Who am I? And very carefully, you don't have to take 20 minutes, but very carefully, you write S, whatever your name is, T, E, and you write down your name purposefully, with pride. This is who you are on a fundamental level. This is your identity. This is your name. And once you're done mindfully writing that down, you move to the next question. What time is it? Or, offered a different way, where are you in time right now? Okay, well, it is 12:29. That's what time it is right now. That's where I am in time right now. 12:29. You write it down mindfully. Then you move to the next question. Well, what role are you reading for? Or, offered a different way, what is my purpose for being here? You write that down purposefully, mindfully. So all of a sudden, you've taken 1 second to breathe, and then you've taken maybe 15 seconds, 20 seconds to answer the question, who am I? Where am I in time? And what is my purpose for being here? Now that clarity brings you right back to this moment. There's anxiety in things that you can't control in the future. There's anxiety in things that you can't change from the past. But bringing yourself right to this moment as a practice, and indeed it is a practice, allows your talent to be present too. You can't reap the benefits of the audition if you're not there, physically, mentally, emotionally, otherwise. So then you have to find ways to disrupt that consistent pattern that's playing out again and again and again. And one way is the practice of mindfulness, and one element of the practice of mindfulness can show up with the sign-in sheet. Next audition, give it a try. Let me know how it goes.